where we spread love and positive vibes. I want to start by thanking our new subscribers, our returning subscribers. We really value you. We appreciate you and we thank you so much. And above all, we pray for you. Today, I want to talk about something that is very intriguing. I was actually perplexed and amazed at how a small island can actually rule the world. No wonder Jamaicans usually say, we are small but we tawala. They actually rule the world, and I'm going to show you how Jamaica rules the world, or rather, it ruled the world. This is very intriguing because Jamaica is just a small island, but it has made a lot of impact in the world from the times of independence, the times of slavery, all those days. Jamaica has actually made a lot of impact and has raised its voice high to tell the world who they are and what Jamaica is. They shout in actions, they shout through hard work, they shout through resilience, they shout through patience, they shout through determination, they shout through their courage and tell the whole world who they are. So today we are looking at Jamaica topping the world, becoming the pioneers of some of the things that we're going to mention here in this video. So the first point that Jamaica really tops the world is the independence pioneering.
Jamaica was the first British colony to gain independence in the Caribbean. On August 6, 1962, Jamaica became a sovereign nation, ending over 300 years of British rule. The country's independence movement was led by figures like Norman Manley and Alexander Bustamante, who played key roles in shaping modern Jamaica. Today, Jamaica remains a proud and influential nation, known for its rich culture, music, and contributions to global history.
Jamaica pioneered the attainment of independence from all the other countries, amongst all the other countries that speak English. It was actually the first island amongst English-speaking countries to attain independence. This was a great achievement for Jamaica because it really actually encouraged all the other countries to fight for independence. It told them, or rather it reflected to the whole world that when you have determination, when you have courage, when you are resilient, anything is possible. Because as small as it is, they fought the colonial masters and attained their independence, being the first English-speaking country to attain independence. This is not a small fight. This is not a small achievement. It is a great achievement. It was an eye-opener to the colonized countries. It was a door opening to all the other countries to see that they are actually under oppression. You know, before somebody starts something, you usually think that whatever you're going through is normal. So to all the countries that were going through colonial systems, they were thinking it's normal until Jamaica attained independence and they knew it is possible to fight for their rights, it's possible to fight for their independence, it's possible to attain this independence. And this was shown clearly by the size of Jamaica, and yet they were able to fight their colonial masters until they attained independence. Jamaica did not just pioneer in attaining independence. It also assisted in the fight for independence in some of the countries here in Africa. In South Africa, Jamaica really pioneered in the end of apartheid. We have singers who sang like Bob Marley so that apartheid can stop. There was also a lot of talking by Marcus Garvey and other people that were rebuking apartheid and were rebuking unequalness in South Africa, and this actually pushed the colonial masters to actually give South Africa independence. They also actually helped in the attainment of independence by Zimbabwe. And Kenya, we have always talked about Kenya. They sent their own lawyers to represent Jomo Kenyatta during the fight for independence. So Jamaica really fought for itself, and it also fought for others in the fight for independence. And this is a great achievement to Jamaica and to other countries all over the world, because it acted as a door opening to the other countries to teach them all things are possible when you have passion, when you have determination, when you have courage, when you have resilience. And their great spirits enabled other countries to fight back and attain independence. Number 2, Jamaica tops the world in the Rastafarian movement. This Rastafarian movement actually started in Jamaica, if I'm not wrong. And by the way, guys, let me highlight something. There is yesterday, I shot a video about where the rich people stay. Some of the areas, actually, I was supposed to use the word some. Some of the parishes where the rich stay. And actually, according to my research, I saw that most of the rich, most, not all, actually stay in those parishes that I talked about. But I was surprised, or rather, it was good to be corrected, but sometimes it's good to correct someone in the right way. Don't tell somebody, stop lying to us, stop doing this, and yet I have done research and I have found this information, but there are people who came in the comment section, and I want to say thank you to them, who actually explained to me thoroughly that even the other parishes, they have posh estates, great estates that where rich people stay. Somebody came and told me about St. Mary, another one came and told me about St. Andrew, and therefore I appreciate it so much. But if you want to correct something, kindly correct in a polite way, in a polite manner. Don't come calling names. It's not very, very fair, because I'm doing it in good faith. I can never undermine some of the parishes in Jamaica. I know every parish in Jamaica, and I started by saying that in my video, has got its uniqueness, its richness, its riches. Let me talk about riches. Its people, great people. Like I talked about Manchester, I was told it's a great island. And actually, I don't know whether it is Stamina Don, one of the fans in my channel, who came and told me they grow sweet potatoes in Manchester. They also grow yams. It is actually, and there is also another area, I don't know whether it is St. Mary. I was told of very many parishes where there is great estates and very rich people, and I really thank you for that. So I was talking about Rastafarian movement, and to me, I think the Rastafarian movement started in Jamaica, and they started identifying themselves with long dreads, and they still do. And the Rastafarian movement, starting from Jamaica, has spread all over the world. We have the Rastafarian movement here in Kenya. Actually, there is a radio that is called Ghetto Radio, and it actually promotes Rastafarian movement. So it has spread all over the world, from the source to all over the world. So the pioneers of this movement, I would say, was Jamaica, and it has actually spread all over the world. The Rastafarian movement teaches a lot of things: transparency, love, peace, unity, and all that. And therefore, this is for this movement to spread, it is the spreading of peace, the spreading of love, the spreading of unity amongst people. And therefore, we appreciate the fact that such a great movement started in Jamaica. The other thing that Jamaicans hold in a very, very peculiar way, and it actually tops the world, is that Jamaica has the fastest, so far, people in the world. Somebody may reason, in the recent completed Olympics, Jamaica did not do well. But Jamaica has been doing very, very well in athletics all over the years. We have Usain Bolt. His record has not yet been broken by anyone. We have Sherry Ann Fresher, who is actually a very fast runner. And actually we saw amongst the first 10 fastest runners, I think 5 comes from Jamaica for men and 4 comes from Jamaica for women. So they are top there in the world and they are doing great in terms of athletics. And we saw now they have entered the field event. We saw they won a gold in discus, and therefore Jamaica is actually leading in some of these track events and also field events. So Jamaica pioneered actually being great short distance runners. They are actually the fastest people in the world, and they do this through their hard work, through their determination, through their resilience, through their patience, through their perseverance, and they have emerged to be the fastest people in the world. These people that I have mentioned who have put Jamaica in the map, Sherry Ann Fresher, Usain Bolt, and others that I have not mentioned who have done great work, Tina, and actually there are so many Jamaicans, Junelle, there are so many Jamaicans that are doing very, very well in the track events. And therefore these people are not just track event learners, they are superheroes all over the world, and they have shown the world when you have hard work, when you have determination, when you have resilience, when you have patience, you can conquer everything. So it is actually a good example. They have taught us that all things are possible where there is hard work and determination. So Jamaica leads in the track events, giving us most of the fastest, actually some of the fastest runners in the whole world. We have actually talked about Usain Bolt. His record has not yet been broken, and therefore he remains the fastest person in the whole world. And therefore Jamaica is top there in showing the world all things are possible when you put your minds to do what you want to do. Number 3, the Blue Mountain Coffee. This is not just coffee. It is a type of coffee. It's a type of coffee to start the day, and it enlightens your day, and it makes you awake to start the day with a lot of energy, with a lot of zeal, with a lot of looking ahead to what race ahead in the day. It's a type of coffee that is admired all over the world. It is actually a great quality coffee, showing us Jamaica's excellent in whatever they do. This is actually an example of an excellent coffee that rules, or rather competes all over the world and becomes fast. Not forgetting the Jamaican food. Actually, the Jamaican food has proved time and again that it is the best food in the whole world, being the second best food in the whole world. And therefore Jamaica actually tawara in terms of coffee and in terms of food. It has been leading in the whole world. The other point, it is that the Winter Olympic Challenge. Jamaica itself does not have snow. So it was a great surprise, an amazing act, a bold act, a courageous act for Jamaica to participate in the snow race. It was actually a surprise to all of us. And this is to show that Jamaicans are zealous. They are die. They can do the impossible through their hard work and determination. So they entered these competitions. Though they did not win, they taught the world all things are possible when you have determination, when you have courage, when you have resilience, when you have the power of the heart, great spirit. And therefore they entered the competitions without snow in their country, and yet They were competing with countries that have snow, that have practiced, that have mastered on the game. And they joined, and they were very bold and very, very courageous to join this race. So this was actually a surprise, and it was actually a challenge to us that you can dare to do anything, and there is nothing impossible where there is actually resilience and patience and determination. This is Jamaica we are talking about. Jamaica was also the pioneer of website. When the world, all over the world, were actually trying to figure out about digital world, Jamaica was way ahead of the whole world. It had already started its own website. It was ahead in the digital world, and through their determination, they became the first pioneers in the website world. Who dare do that? There were so many superpowers, so many great nations, so many big countries. But Jamaica's small island was actually the first one to pioneer the website, to pioneer in the digital market. It was a great achievement showing the world that all things are possible when you are determined and when you choose to do what your heart tells you to do. So we really celebrate Jamaica for actually pioneering in the website industry. The other one is that Jamaica was the first to start a railway line in the Caribbean and also electricity. So, by the way, it was very intriguing that such a small island could pioneer in so many things. It was the first one to start a railway line, and it was actually the first one to actually install electricity amongst the Caribbeans. And it is so mind-blowing to imagine Jamaica with its small population producing great minds that are able to be pioneers in website, pioneers in railway line, pioneers in electricity, and all these things require technology, they require creativity, they require innovativeness. And Jamaica was up there when the others were struggling. It was a great achievement in the whole world for Jamaica and for the people all over the world. And today we celebrate Jamaica as the top world in all this we are talking about. In my list of Jamaica tops the world, I have another point, guys. Jamaica was the first Caribbean country to produce bauxite commercially. This was actually a great achievement. It actually positioned Jamaica as a leader in the global material production. It was put up there globally because of pioneering to produce bauxite commercially. It was able to turn resources into global innovation. Very few countries have resources and they actually produce them on their own. Most people rely on the foreign masters to come and produce whatever they want to produce. But Jamaica had to start on their own and actually produce bauxite and sell it by their own. And I'm sure because there is the discovery of oil, Jamaica is actually planning how to get the maximum profit, maximum benefit from the oil. And they can succeed because if they succeeded those days, they can succeed in producing their own oil, actually refining it so that they can maximize the profit in their run. So Jamaica was actually the first country to actually produce bauxite commercially. A small island with a loud voice, I tell you. It shouts to the whole world that they read, it reads, and the others follow. For sure, this is the truth. I also wanted to talk in this video about Ibrahim Traoré. Ibrahim Traoré, is it Traoré? Ibrahim Traoré is the current president of Burkina Faso. And there are some measures that this guy is putting in place to have a successful Burkina Faso, an independent Burkina Faso, a Burkina Faso that can stand on its own without depending on others. And one of the measures that he has put is to make sure all the foreigners that were actually manufacturing gold or mining gold move away, and Burkina Faso to actually mine gold on their own so that they can maximize on the profit. This is what we are talking about, Jamaica and Bauxite, and it is a high time the African countries and the Caribbeans take this initiative, because it seems when people come to mine the resources that are in Africa and even elsewhere, they actually take the greatest percentage of those produce or the resources, leaving the owners or rather the country with very little to benefit. And therefore Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traoré removed the foreigners that were actually manufacturing gold, and therefore Burkina Faso was not benefiting a lot from the gold, and they started mining themselves, meaning that this gold will imply a greater growth in the economy of Burkina Faso, a great transformation in the education sector, a great transformation in the schools and everything, a great transformation in the rad of Burkina Faso and the lives of the people in Burkina Faso. This was a great step, and I really loved it, and I said I'm going to talk about it in this video, because we need to learn from those people that are pioneering things. We need to learn from them. What did they do to be the pioneers? What did they do to stand on their own? What did they do to benefit from their resources, so that we can also copy and be great just like they are being great? The other thing that the president of Burkina Faso did, he actually closed the French embassy and gave the ambassador hours to actually leave Burkina Faso and go back to his own country. And I'm sure, yeah, he closed, not actually, yeah, there is one ambassador who was sent away, I can't remember from which country, but he also closed the French TV station in Burkina Faso. And the reason he was citing for closing the station, they were influencing the people of Burkina Faso negatively by airing information, maybe that was biased, or it was wrong, or it was misinterpreted, so that people can actually support the other side. And therefore, this president closed the TV station, and therefore, there is no way they can communicate the negativity and the biasness of the information in those TV stations. This person is doing a lot for Burkina Faso. I hope Africa is watching keenly on the steps he's taking. Though he's being attacked from right, left, center, he has stood firm and he refused to bow to pressure, so that he can uplift the lives of Burkina Faso, and so that he can build a strong Burkina Faso, an economic powerhouse in the Africa from Burkina Faso. So I am really admiring the steps he's taking to actually build the rad of Burkina Faso. So he has closed the radio station in the French radio station. He also sent away an ambassador from Burkina Faso, and this implies he will face a lot of opposition from the people overseas, but he has decided to stand firm, to stand strong, to stand courageous, and face whatever he will face, so that his people are liberated in terms of economic, in terms of independence, in terms of social, and so on. So he's doing a great work in Burkina Faso. He has also encouraged the people to stand firm, the people not to be used, the people to support their own country, the people to be positive of what is happening in Burkina Faso. Because let me tell you guys, when someone wants to defeat you, they divide you. So they spread rumors, or they come and take some of you and bribe them, so that they can be able to divide you, weaken you, and conquer you. So the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, is continuously educating the people of the need to support their country, the need to love their country, the need to stand with their country, the need to fight for their country. Because unless the Burkina Faso people stands for their country, no one will come and build their country. They are the only ones who can build their country, who can stand with their country, who can say no to oppression from outside sources. And therefore, this guy is doing a great work, and I am hoping that one day he will come and unite Africa as a whole, so that we can be ruled by one person who is not corrupt, who is not greedy, who is not selfish, so that we can go to the next level. So I really admire the president of Burkina Faso, and we pray that God sustains him, protects him, so that he can accomplish the work that he has started in Burkina Faso. It is so admirable. So admirable. This video, I think it will be slightly longer because we have to cover several things. I also wanted to talk about why I would want to live in Jamaica. Why would I want to live in Jamaica? I have watched Jamaica from different corners. I have also read a lot about Jamaica. I have researched a lot about Jamaica, and there are several things that I found intriguing, that I found so good that I would one day want to live in Jamaica. One of them is that Jamaica is an agricultural country. There is a lot of natural produce. Jamaicans do not eat artificial food. There is a lot of organic food in Jamaica, like there is yam, there is sweet potatoes, there is tomatoes, there is fruits, there are so much that is produced in the island direct from the farm, and you can actually harvest and have fresh food from the farm. Not forgetting the vegetables, the different vegetables that we saw, the different types of fruits that we have seen, and not forgetting also the white meat. The white meat is a lot in Jamaica. We have chicken in Jamaica, we have fish of different types, and most of the Jamaicans tend to eat the white meat. And I really love this, and I would want to go and stay in Jamaica because of the agricultural produce in Jamaica, and also the kind of meat that is readily available in Jamaica for consumption. The other thing is that employment. I found that Jamaica has a lot of employment, if I'm not wrong. I was actually told by some of you in the comment section, there is a lot of employment, though many Jamaicans move to the countries that are bordering them, like USA, UK, and other countries. But I saw that there is a lot of employment in Jamaica. Maybe the Jamaicans in the house can tell us, is it that the Jamaican government does not pay well? Is that the reason why people migrate to maybe UK, US, Canada, and so on? But I saw there is a lot of employment in Jamaica, in the banks, in the beaches, in the resorts, in the farms. Remember that Jamaica is an agricultural country. In the tourism sites, in the hotels. So there is a lot of employment in Jamaica. The other thing, some of you told me that businesses do very well in Jamaica. I'm giving the reason why I would want to live in Jamaica. So the business in Jamaica, like I was told by some of you, they thrive very well, very well. And my community, we love business very much. If you get involved in business, you actually become your own master. You are able to actually control your time, direct yourself, and be able to do your maximum because no one is supervising you. You are your own boss. And therefore, since I saw businesses in Jamaica thrive a lot, I would want to go there and actually start a business. The positive vibes of the people of Jamaica. The Jamaicans are actually humorous. They are jovial, they are joyful, they are entertaining, they are actually jokers. They can joke a lot. And this spirit, it's good to live with people who have positive vibes, who have humor, who can actually joke every time, because this way you can actually be happy throughout the year. And happiness adds us some years in life. And therefore, I would not mind interacting with the people of Jamaica, actually living with them and having a good time with them. The next point, Jamaica is beautiful. From the beaches, to the waterfalls, to the great places. And that is why I would want to live in Jamaica. Not forgetting the great coffee and the great food that is found in Jamaica. No one would want to be in a place whereby there is no good food. And therefore, I would want to live in Jamaica because of all those facts. And guys, one day, one time, when God makes a way, maybe I will come to Jamaica and have a good taste of that country. Bye-bye for now, and God bless. Kindly subscribe to our channel. Like our videos. We are going to appreciate a lot.